Hi, welcome to Word Time with Miss Markee. I'm Miss Markee and I'm so glad you're here. Today, the sound and letter that we're talking about is C and also K. The letter C sometimes makes a sound like an S, like in words like city. But in other words, it makes the sound more like a K, like in words like cookie. So today we're going to talk more about that sound that C and K both make, that k, k sound. Sometimes it's called the coughing sound. So you have to open your mouth k, k, and kind of get that air out, kind of like you're coughing. And I see some things around me that start with that k sound. I see some little birds that are called cardinals. Do you see them? I see some over here. Let's count them. Here's 1, 2, and more. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, do you see any more cardinals we can count? There's some. 7, 8, 9. Are there any more cardinals? That's right, there's some. There's 2 more cardinals. That brings us to 10, 11. 11 cardinals here. Wow. And you might see some cardinals around your neighborhood, around your house. They come out in the winter time, and it's easy to see them with their bright red color in the white snow. Read this book today, you might want to make yourself get really comfortable. Maybe you have a pillow, maybe a blanket. I'm going to use my blanket to get all comfortable while we read this story. Oh, and I see some bears on the cover of our story. Let's see what these bears do. So, Copy Me, Copy Cub, by Richard Edwards, pictures by Susan Winter. It was spring in the North Woods, and the bears were out exploring. Everything his mother did, the cub did too. There's the little mother bear and the cub. When his mother splashed through a swamp, the cub splashed through a swamp. And when his mother sat down for a scratch, the cub sat down for a scratch. You know what you are, said the mother bear. You are a little copy cub. He was copying everything his mom was doing. From spring into summer, the bears wandered, looking for good things to eat. When his mother picked berries, Copy Cub picked berries. When his mother climbed a tree for honey, Copy Cub climbed a tree for honey. Yes, you're my own little Copy Cub, his mother said, giving him a hug. There they are, up in the tree that they climbed. Autumn came, and the days grew colder. One morning, when the bears awoke, there was frost on the ground. "It's time for us to go to our cave," said the mother bear. "Winter's coming, and soon it will be too cold to stay outside. The cave will shelter us from the snow. Follow me, Coppy Cub, and keep close behind." His mother lolloped through the trees. Coppy Cub lolloped through the trees. His mother waded streams. Coppy Cub waded streams. It was a long journey for a small bear. Coppy Cub tried his best to keep up, but he was beginning to feel very tired when something cold and wet touched the end of his nose. It was beginning to snow. There's a snowflake on his nose. Snow fell quickly, snow fell thickly, blowing into Coppy Cub's eyes so he could hardly see the way. Ice fringed his fur and his paws were numb with cold. He couldn't go one step further. All he wanted to do was lie down and sleep. But his mother came back for him. "You can't sleep here, or you'll freeze," she said. "Come on, Coppy Cub, the cave's not far. Just a few more steps. Copy me." His mother took a step, Coppy Cub took a step. His mother took another step, Coppy Cub took another step, and another, and another. You can see all their footprints in the snow as they walk together. "We're here, Coppy Cub." Behind a tumble of rocks was the entrance to the cave. There it is, there's their cave. Soon they were inside. The cave was quiet and dry and carpeted with leaves. Coppy Cub's mother hugged him until he was warm. "We're safe now," she said. "Soon we'll be sleeping tight, and when we wake up, it will be springtime again." They watched the snow falling outside. Then they snuggled down deep into the leaves. His mother yawned. Coppy Cub yawned. His mother put her arms around Coppy Cub. Coppy Cub put his arms around his mother. His mother said, "Good night, my little Coppy Cub. See you in the springtime." But Coppy Cub didn't answer. He was already asleep. Oh, he looks so cozy and comfortable. And if you're watching this at nighttime, maybe you're getting ready to go to sleep too. Getting all comfortable in your pajamas, blanket. Yeah. And the bears had to go to their cave in the winter because bears hibernate for the winter. They just sleep and they stay out of the cold and the snow. But we don't hibernate. So when we go out in the snow, we have to put on our coat, and that's what keeps us warm when it gets cold. Something that's coming up that also starts with C is Christmas. And you might go to a place like this, a Christmas tree farm, to cut down your own Christmas tree, and then maybe you have to carry it back to your car. Or sometimes they have a cart for you to use to take it back to your car. And then you can take it back to your home and decorate it. When you decorate your Christmas tree, maybe you have some little cardinals like we have in our trees here. You could put little cardinals in your tree, or maybe some people put candy canes on their trees. So maybe you decorate with those. Look around your Christmas decorations and see what else you can find that starts with C. Here are some other things you might see around Christmas or the other holidays this winter. We have some candles, and you might have a cup of hot cocoa, and there's some candy canes that we were just talking about too. You could put a candy cane in your cup of hot cocoa. Thanks everyone for joining us today. We have our little friend here, Phoneme the feline. Yeah, hi, we talked about the letter C today. Yeah, just like you're a cat, and that starts with C. Yep, feline is another word for cat. And phoneme is another word that we use to talk about sounds. When we say a sound, that's a phoneme. Yeah, so you're Phoneme the feline, and you're a cat. So everyone, you can see what you can find at your home that starts with that letter C, and especially ones that make that k, k, k sound. And we'll see you all here next time. Thanks for joining, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook at Talking is Teaching in Springfield, Vermont. Bye, everyone.